Hello guys, what's up, it's Paul here, back for another vlog. Today I'm going to be going through my box that I have. Basically I have a box where I keep all of my important stuff, and someone asked me to go through it. It's over there. I'll lift this up and show you. If you can see, that's it there, that's it there. I've actually took some of the stuff out already, so what I'm going to do is just quickly, let me just fix my camera. I'm just going to quickly transition between each item. And I'll do that really quickly. So I have some of them here already, so I guess I'll start off with that. I have my 3DS games, which I bought at launch on 3DS Day. Some of them I actually ordered a few days after, but yeah, the first one I actually got was Zelda, the Ocarina of Time 3D, and I still haven't beaten it. I got to the water temple and quit. Pretty weak, but I've already beaten the other game, the actual original, but it's just I lack patience lately to sit down and play a game. I have no idea why. With that, I also got a Zelda 3D collector's box, I think it is. You can see there it says out June 2011. This is a pre-order bonus box, and inside there's a poster, but I've decided to keep mine. So it's sealed still. Probably not worth anything now, but maybe in a couple, 10 years or something it might. I don't know, I just clip it for collector's purposes. I have Super Mario DS, 64DS, great game. Another game, this is the first game I bought on my 3DS. It was Rayman 3D. That was the only thing that really interested me at the time of launch. It's an okay game. I mean, I beat it, but it wasn't amazing. Here's one of my favorite actual games on the DS or on any handheld consoles. It's the Trauma Center series by Atlas. Surgical Simulator series done like an anime style. It is a really good series. I think you can find that for like less than £10 right now. That game, it's really awesome. It actually got a sequel, which was Trauma Center Under the Knife 2. This was only released in America and Japan, from what I can recall, so I actually had to import this from the US. The DS is region free. I don't think the 3DS is region free, unfortunately. But yeah, there's both those games, both sequels. There is one on the Wii called Trauma Team, which was only released in the US as well. I haven't played that one. And hopefully there should be one coming up on the Wii U, I hope, but maybe not. I have a couple Game Boy Advance games here in the boxes. The way I am with my games is I can't buy them unless they have a box and a manual. I'll buy it if it has just a box, but most of the times I'll pay like a little extra for the manual. Some of these actual boxes are in really scrappy condition because of that, because I wanted the box and manual. But the first up, I've got Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance, one of the best portable RPGs I've ever played. Maybe you've never played Golden Sun, then I advise you do. It still has the manual in there as well. And I believe I still have the cartridge and stuff in there. Hopefully, please tell me I have the cartridge. It would be good. Let me see. Yeah, you get everything with it there. So that has everything. Yeah, there's the cartridge there. Golden Sun, the original one on the. Oops, can I focus? The original one on the Game Boy. One of the first handheld RPGs I played, and the game is actually insanely long. The music is done by I can't remember his name, Saku something. Actually, maybe it'll say on the back of the box. Saku, no. I thought they give credit on the back of the box. But the music in the game is insane. I really enjoy it for the handheld. I still play it to this day, and it has a couple good sequels. Another game I have here is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team on the Game Boy Advance. I actually own Blue Rescue Team as well for the DS, but I bought this because I bought a Game Boy Micro like 2 years ago, and I don't know why, I just loved playing Game Boy Advance games. It has some of the best libraries that I ever have actually seen. This is a Game Boy game, I'll save that until later. I have Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, again another really good portable RPG. Great addition to the Final Fantasy series. If you haven't got that, I really recommend checking it out. One of my favourite games on the Game Boy Advanced, Metroid Fusion. This was recently given out on the 3DS for the Ambassadors program. Basically, if you bought a 3DS on launch day, you got it for free. Unfortunately, my original 3DS is gone. I left it here when I left for university in second year, which was October 2012, and I came back and it's missing. That is the biggest issue with my house. Things go missing all the time. So I have that box and I have a lock on it for the purpose of nobody going into it. So I have that. I really should put more stuff on that. Like, my brother literally will wear all of my clothes and all of my shoes, and they will go missing. Like, I spent £70 on a pair of shoes about a week ago, and my brother wore them out skateboarding, and they're already like really trashy. So that pisses me off to no extent. He's going through that phase where he thinks he's the best in the world. Metroid Zero Mission. Again, not as good as the Metroid Fusion, but still a solid game. Oh shit! Holy shit! Look what I found! Ah! I found my DS! Holy crap! That's nuts! I honestly thought I lost that. I was just talking about it a second ago. So I have my DS, my original 3DS, my 3DS XL, and then I have an aqua blue 3DS that I bought because I thought I lost my original. So here's the gist. These original 3DSs can have a capture board installed them on the back there. So I'm gonna hide my cereal. You can put it there, and you can actually record off it. It costs like £200 to get done, and I have to send it to America. You cannot do it with the XLs, and here's just a comparison for people who want to see the difference between the 3DS XL and the 3DS. So these are two. Look at that. What's the size comparison? It's pretty big, isn't it? I actually really enjoy playing on the 3DS XL because of the bigger screens. I've never been one to complain about the size of the DSs. So that's really awesome. I didn't even know I had that anymore. That's sick. Oh man, I'm so happy about that. Well, I'm not really, because I spent like £80 on getting that other 3DS is pre-owned, by the way. It cost me like £75 and then £5 postage and packaging, which wasn't that much. But I mean, yeah, what can you do? I'm probably gonna give it to my little sister or something. Yeah, I went to get Game Boy games, didn't I? And I never came back, so I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I don't have as many Game Boy games as I thought I did, but I guess I'll start it off with Pokemon Red on the Game Boy. I think this was 1996, 95 or 96, I'm not too sure. I think that was when it was originally released in Japan, and then it came to Europe a year or two later. That's the original Red in the cartridge. I actually was really impressed by the condition I got this in. It is an official box, and I actually picked that up at a garage sale a while ago. This is my pride and joy. This is like mint condition, this one. This is Pokemon Yellow, and I have a little plastic protector around it just because it is in such good condition, and I literally have not opened this once. It is open, it isn't sealed, but it is just the best condition I've found one of those in. I have some Castlevania games as well. Oh, I forgot to cover this. I have the sequel, The Golden Sun, The Lost Age, again, another great portable RPG. If you haven't picked that up, check it out, because there is so many good games on the Game Boy Advance, and like nobody plays them. That really annoys me about being a gamer. I'm not gonna like be annoyed because people don't have the same taste of game as me, but nowadays when everybody's just playing COD and Minecraft, people tend to forget about the games that actually built up things. And you know, it surprises me how many people have never heard of Golden Sun, never mind play the game themselves. Oh yeah, I have two copies of this one. Castlevania The Adventure, the first Castlevania on the Game Boy. Actually very cool, this game. And I actually have another one here. Probably asking why I have another one. Well, there was a deal where you could get both of these. And these are actually rather expensive, by the way. They're like $10. These two cost me like £80 together. Others about 2 years ago. It's probably went down in price now, I know my luck. But yeah, I bought this one by like £30 by itself, and you can see there's a little mark there, so it doesn't really sell for as much. But I'm not really in the game collecting as a professional thing. I know some people do it like really hard, but I don't. I just do it for fun. So this one in here we have Pokemon Emerald Guidebook. I still have that from 2006, 2005. Still in pretty good condition for the most part. I mean, who we got in there? Whismer. You know, shows you all the stats and all the moves I learned. That's pretty good. Again, I might buy one of those for X and Y just to know where to go, because I'm going to do a playthrough of that. So let me go and check what else I have. I think we're going on the PS1 games now. Alright, I'm back, and I have the PS1 games here. Not all of them, I only took some of them out. So you gotta have your Crash. You gotta have Crash Bandicoot when you talk about PlayStation 1. One of the best platformers ever, in my opinion. Really introduced a whole generation of gaming into platformers themselves. Yeah, it might get the best platformer ever, medaled for nostalgia, but it was really good when it first came out. This is Final Fantasy Anthology. I guess we'll do this one first. Final Fantasy Origins. This contains the first two Final Fantasies on CD. This is really in good condition as well. You get little bonus art cards with this, and the guy who I bought them off actually still had them, so that's kind of cool. It's a 2-disc edition set. Really cool. Again, the first two Final Fantasies aren't really amazing graphically nowadays when you compare them to the new ones. They're still 2D, but they really played well for their time, so that was cool. My brother just came into the room, and that's exactly what I mean. That's why there's been no videos the past 2 days, guys. That guy. inviting people into the room all the time, playing loud music, never giving me a chance to record. There is no privacy in this house whatsoever. It bugs the hell out of me. I have so much I want to go back to university now, and I'm not meant to go back for 3 months, so I might just go back early. But we're talking about Final Fantasy Origins. The first 2 games, I have Final Fantasy Anthology, which is Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 5 on disc as well. It's the European edition. If you bought this in America, I think you got Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 5 instead. But again, it has the booklet, everything, full mint edition. I went through a phase where I wanted to get all the Final Fantasy games on disc or a legal copy of them, so I did that. This is Final Fantasy 6, originally released on the Super Nintendo. I think this was Final Fantasy 3. I don't know if Final Fantasy 3 was this or 5. But this is actually quite cool because it comes with a bonus disc. This was released towards the end of the PlayStation 1's life cycle, and it comes with a bonus disc for Final Fantasy X. Yes, this is actually a demo disc for Final Fantasy X. Kinda cool, since they're remaking that. But weird looking at the original demo disc. But that's that. Final Fantasy 6 for the PlayStation 1. Here's the one everybody's been waiting on. Yes, Final Fantasy 7. There's a bit of a crack in the top left corner there, as you can see. But other than that, this is all of the 3 discs in pretty good condition. Have the manual in there as well. I honestly think Final Fantasy 7 is the most overhyped game in the series. It is a good game, don't get me wrong, but I honestly think number 6 and number 9 and even to an extent 10 are my favourite. 8, again, okay, not amazing. Right, I had to get more. I have a copy of 9. I actually have 2 copies of 9. There's 9 there. And there's 9 there. And actually one of these covers is fake. I think it's the left one. The left one here is actually fake. Or the right one on the screen. My left and your right. So, yeah, the left one is actually, I printed out that cover because it came with just the discs. And then I was like, oh, I need an official one, so I went and bought the real one. That was about 2 years ago. I have Abe's Oddworld, again, another classic, for the PS1. What else I got? I have some random games I picked up at like a pound store ages ago. Aliens vs. Alien Trilogy, Medal of Honor Underground, and Tetris. Don't know, I never played it. And then I have one of my not favorites, but it really stuck in my mind as a kid, Glover, for the PlayStation 1. It was released on the Nintendo 64 as well. I really saw a platform where the music in that was so like trippy as well. I think that's all of my games actually. I have some Xbox stuff, but I doubt you want to see that. I have some DVDs I want to show, but I doubt anybody will care. Oh, guys, you can't forget this. You cannot forget this one. You cannot forget this. Duel Masters, Yu-Gi-Oh! On the Game Boy Advance. Don't know why I have that sitting there. I have a crap ton of anime DVDs, some that I haven't even opened, but I've watched them. I just think if I'm gonna watch something so much, I need to support it. But here is Tokyo Godfathers. It's an anime movie by a guy called Satoshi Kon, who died a few years ago. It's actually really one of my favorite movies. It's in there. If anybody's watched like Howl's Moving Castle and stuff, then that I think is right up there with it. Here is another one of his movies, Perfect Blue, which I bought when he died. I just kind of went on a buying spree for all of his stuff, just because I really enjoyed his movies. Here's some Miyazaki for anybody who likes that. My Neighbor Totoro. I have the entire Bacano series, which I haven't watched at all actually, and I've been meaning to for a while. Trigun, unopened. Trigun was one of these animes that really blew up in the Western world in the 90s, and still remains one of the favorites today over here. I actually am missing some here, and I don't want to show off that without the full thing. It's actually my favorite series of all time. Oh, it's getting so hot in this room. I have so much more than I thought I did. I actually forgot some games. There's Final Fantasy 13 bonus cards I got for pre-ordering. I have Little Big Planet, which I rarely played. I have Final Fantasy 13 there, which I thought was okay. I didn't think it would deserve the hate it got, but I thought it was okay. Final Fantasy X, PlayStation 1, again, one of my favorite PS2 games. Final Fantasy 3 on the DS, quite a hard game. 12 and 10-2, which is getting an HD remix pretty soon. I have Spirited Away, again another Miyazaki film. I remember watching that when it first came out. Blew my mind, just the no faces in it. Really weird. Paprika, which if you have watched Inception, watch this, because this is essentially the animated version of Inception. I think it was actually made before Inception, which is pretty cool. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. There's 6, 5, 2. I'm missing one copy. 3, 2. I'm missing one volume, and I want to get it before I show you. Honestly, guys, the sweat is lashing out at me here just because of the heat. I want to turn my fan on, but it makes too much noise. This is how it sounds. Yeah. Oh, that feels so good. I have the entire series here for Mushishi, which is, without a doubt, my favorite animated work of all time. It's really, really, really cool, and if you guys haven't seen it, I honestly recommend you check it out. It's about like, it's kind of like a slice of life thing. I think it has 26 episodes, and it explains like short philosophical parables in each story. So each story is not sequential, so you can watch one and you don't have to watch the other ones. But I think it's all up on YouTube if you want to watch it. If you go to youtube.com/Funimation, they have the entire series up there with subtitles or dubbed audio. I prefer the subtitles because I honestly think the subtitles give more emotions to the actual series, but the dub isn't bad for this, so go and check it out. This is all 6 series. I'll actually just show you some of the art quickly. There's 6, 5, 4, oops, 3, 2, whoa, that was 2, 1, I'm going to get 2, hold on. So yeah, that series is really, really good. That 5th volume or 6th volume cost me £60 for one DVD, and I just had to have the entire series. I actually found this as well. This is something I had in my drawer as well. This is a promotional poster for Castlevania 2: Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy Advance, and this was released in This is older than me. This decorative promotional art is older than me. So I got that when I bought some of those. Some guy said, "Look, I have this. I'll throw it in with you." It's nuts. Like, it's actually in really good condition as well. From what I can tell, it's not a photocopy. Let me see what else I have. I have some PSP games I want to show. All right, just some more DVDs. Akira again, an essential for any anime fans. Library. I have Final Fantasy Dissidia on the PSP. I have no idea where my PSP went. Again, another essential is Cowboy Bebop, the original. One of the big Western hits, again, of the, what do you call it, 1990s. Kingdom Hearts, awesome game. 3rd one just got announced there at E3, so I will be buying that. I have Sonic Collection on the GameCube, which I just wanted for a version to play on the GameCube when the GameCube was around. I have Shadow the Hedgehog, yay, fun. Wind Waker, so good. I bought it twice. Woo. That's the Platinum Edition, and this is the Master Quest Edition, I think, which I originally got. Yeah, look at that. The Master Quest one. I think that has Ocarina of Time, Zelda 1 and 2 on it. So that's really cool. Sweet. I have Donkey Konga, which was awful. It was okay, but I found it awful, the gimmick on it. I think this is gonna fall over. Let me just check what else I have. Yep, that's pretty much it. I have Xbox 360 and PS3 games there, but I really don't want to show them because they're quite recent. Behind me I have, I've been sitting on this. This is a Raspberry Pi. Don't know if you guys have seen one of these, but I have one of these because I'm working on developing a program for one of them, and I have lots of parts. This is a camera for it, and here's the actual motherboard itself. Not the motherboard, this is the actual piece itself, I guess. It is a board, but yeah, there it is there. That's a computer. Pretty cool. But on that note, guys, I'm going to end this here. This is going on quite long, and I need to turn my fan on. And unfortunately for me, I have to put all this stuff away again. And my keyboard, it just went out. I don't know why. But thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. And videos will resume tomorrow. I'm just going to stay up all night tonight and record because my sleeping pattern is really, really bad. I'll actually show you just the mess I have around here. Just for you guys to see. That's that. That's the floor, yeah. And then there's my desk. So I need to put all those back. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you another time, I think. Bye.